All right, hey, what is going on there, fighters? Just doing a quick, short little uh, YouTube live here. I have a couple minutes. I'm actually getting ready to go work out, go to the gym. Yeah. And I wanted to just talk for a minute about a problem I'm hearing all the time right now, especially this time of year from contractors all over the place. And it's simply this. So many guys are having hey, Paint Logic, what's up, man? So many guys are having a hard time making ends meet right now because their phone is not ringing enough. Okay. And it's frustrating because every single year I give this same speech. Every single year I do a podcast, a video, a blog, a keynote somewhere, and I talk about this exact topic right now. And this is the whole thing comes down to this. Y'all don't spend enough time, energy, money, focus, and all that other crap marketing your business. Okay, I hear it all day. You know, I don't have time, man. I got to be on the job site, or I got to set the guys up, or I got to get estimates out, or whatever it is. Guys, this is just bullshit. Okay, it's total bullshit. If you're in this situation, if you've been in business more than 1 year, okay, let's just call it this. If you've been in business more than 1 year, and you are not marketing every single day, year round, whether you were busy or not, then damn it, get your heads out of your asses. All right. Eric, how you doing, buddy? From Orlando, Moto Poet Society. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. What's up, Dan? So, guys, when you started a business, you gave up the right to be a painter or a flooring installer or a carpenter. You don't get to fucking be that anymore. When you started a business, you signed up. Okay. You literally signed up to say, I'm going to be a business guy. I'm going to be a businessman. And your number one role in your company is as a businessman, small business owner, contractor in this niche that we're talking about here, home improvement. You need to be a marketer and a salesperson. I'm going to swear my ass off tonight, just so you know, because I'm feeling feisty. So cover your kids' ears. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get them out of the room while I take a drink. The only fucking thing that matters, okay, to sell. And it's the same fucking conversation I have every year with contractors all over the place. And why I'm pissed about it right now, okay, why I'm pissed, I'm reading the comments here. Dan, get your head out of your ass. 9 years of my head in your ass. That's a long time to have your head up a butthole, man. Come on. I got cut off. All right, well, then I'll repeat myself. Okay, the number one job is to be a salesperson. You cannot build your future. You cannot build the business that you want to build if you don't have sales. And you can't have consistent kick-ass sales if you don't have consistent leads. And when I mean leads, guys, anything less, right? You ready for this one? All right, let me give you a disclaimer. Unless you're a home builder or doing $200,000 additions and shit like that as a remodeler, and some other trades like massive excavation guys and things like that. We got a guy in one of our programs who does excavation. He does $80,000 jobs. I'm talking for the average flooring guy, the painter, the handyman, the carpenter, the carpet guy. Okay, that guy. Okay, if you're not getting 500 leads a year, you're fucked. You're screwed, because you're never going to get off of this little freaking hamster wheel you're on right now, where it's feast, famine, feast, famine, feast, famine. And then during this time of the year, all the consumers know that they got you all by the balls because your phone ain't ringing a lot. And then they play hardball with you. Well, if you want the job, you got to come down in price, which you should go watch that video I've done. Brooke wants me to tell Charlie, get your head out of your ass. Charlie, get your head out of your ass. Damn it, until you're committed to finding work, you're always going to struggle. And I said 500 leads. If you don't have at least a lead a day, 365, you ain't doing your damn job in your business, which is to be a marketer. Now, in all of my coaching and the podcast and all this stuff that we do, you're very welcome, Brooke. We always talk about getting oxygen. right? If you can't breathe, you're dead. If you can't breathe on the airplane, if you don't put your mask on first on the airplane, what happens to your kid next to you? You're no good to your kid because it only takes a few seconds for the oxygen and all that crap at altitude to screw things up. And if you don't put that mask on, you are no good to the kid next to you or the old lady next to you or whatever it is. Guys, leads are oxygen. If you don't have leads coming in, you're going to be a total pussy of a salesperson. Okay? I'll tell you what, the more leads I have, the bigger my balls get. It's that simple. All right? The more leads that are coming in, the more bold I can be in the sales process. The more I can price my work the way it should be priced, and I'm not walking around like this feeble little, oh, gee, can I please have the job because I'm starving right now. I'm sick and tired of having this damn speech every year for this community. God bless it. Listen, you could be the best in the bank, blank. The best carpenter, the best painter. Ooh, you can cut a razor sharp line of dark red against a white ceiling. Who gives a fuck if your phone ain't ringing, guys? All right? So I'd like you to be obsessed with marketing and sales and not obsessed with the latest goddamn tool that's out there. And I love the Dirt Monkey and all these other guys that are out there doing tool reviews and all this stuff. And I know it's all sexy to have the big machines, the big trucks, and the latest sprayer, that the Idaho painter is putting out there. These are all buddies of mine. Listen, I know all that stuff's cool, but none of that shit makes any bit of a difference in your life if your fucking telephone is not ringing. If people aren't filling on your website every freaking day of the week, none of that shit matters. Who gives a fuck what your spray tip size is? Okay? All right. So, told you I'm feisty. I need to go lift weights. Let me look at some of these contents here, or comments. All right. I already told Charlie to get his head out of his ass. Austin says, I'm looking at offering a 3D VR design contracting service for contractors to help with leads. Thoughts? Would you use it? I don't know. If you could prove you're getting them leads, then sell the shit out of it. Let's see. But you've never been hungry in 9 years, Dan, but it's still not an excuse to have your head in a butthole. All right? Come on, man. Jeremy, contractors don't make shit. Don't MX shit. I think you're trying to say make. Well, it's your choice if you're going to make shit or not, right? I had a guy fill a form out on my website. He wanted to be part of one of our coaching programs. And there's a thing that says, what do you make? We ask you. We talk about money in my groups because, listen, if you are not in this to make money, then get the fuck out. And it doesn't mean just because you're in it for the money, doesn't mean you're a greedy bastard. It means if you're not getting enough oxygen coming into the company and enough profit, you cannot take care of your family. You'll have nothing to show for this shit in 20 or 30 years, except a bunch of stress, and you'll be fat and alcoholic and all that other bullshit. And you're not going to build a team. You're not going to provide an environment for your people to grow and actually have a life. And that's why our country is so fucked up right now when it comes to the trades, because guys aren't committed to making the goddamn money. So make the money. Make as much money as you possibly can. Do whatever the hell you want with it. You want to give it back to your employees as bonuses. You want to fucking pay for adoptions for people. I had friends, I have 3 adopted kids, guys. And I had a guy, friend of mine, because he made money and because him and his wife care about the world and want to be good people and all that other shit, stroked a check for $5,000 to help me adopt one of my kids at a time in my life when I was flat broke and couldn't figure out where the money was going to come from. All right. So stop apologizing for wanting to make money. Make a shitload of money. And that is a choice. And it's a lot easier of a choice when you get a shitload of leads. All right. Jeremy, home advisor, good, bad? Yes. Let me tell you this. Home advisor, Angie's List, Thumbtack, door hangers, Google AdWords, whatever the hell is out there to get your phone to ring, track it. Let the data tell you if it is effective or not for you. All right? If I put $1 in and 20 comes out, that's good. Now, what I will tell you is if you are going on Home Advisor and all these other things, on any one of those things to be the hub of your marketing, I think that's a problem. I think they should be part of your strategy. The hub should be your own website, building your own brand, which actually we're talking about Thursday night on our next Contractor Fight Night. So go to, I'll just type it in here. The Contractor Fight night. I typed it right. Yeah, I just put in the link. We're talking about how to build your brand, and you are the center of your marketing world, and then you have all these other tactics and strategies that you work on. So Jeremy, listen, man, telling you, glad to hear you're in Mexico, by the way. If you track it and it brings you back money, that's good. Listen, I have a client, they use Home Advisor. What she spent $2,000, I think, on Home Advisor in 2018, and it brought in like $75,000, $80,000 in sales. Is that good? Yeah. It was 4 jobs throughout the course of the year. It was 4 jobs, and they got like 50 or 60 leads. So they burned through a shitload of leads to sell 4 jobs, but they sold those 4 jobs at their price and ended up being great customers for them. So here's the other thing. I am literally right here on my phone. Tonight, I went on Thumbtack and I went on Home Advisor. I got a sink issue in my kitchen here that I don't feel like dicking around with because I'm going to have to run to the store and then I'm going to run home and it's going to take a bunch of my time. You know where I went? I went to Home Advisor and I went to Thumbtack. Okay? And I put in a request. Actually, I did it yesterday. Check this out, mofos. I already hired a guy. He's coming tomorrow. I hired him last night about 7 minutes after I put the request in on Thumbtack. But guess what happened today? I got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers on Thumbtack and Home Advisor that are just replying to me now. When I hired the guy yesterday to come tomorrow and fix my shit. So those guys that were too fucking lazy or not paying attention to the ding on their phone or said they would do it later and respond, they lost the deal. Time kills deals. So those guys, they're over there going, fucking Home Advisor sucks, man. I'm just wasting leads. Listen, I have a podcast coming out with Tommy Mello. He's a kick-ass dude, $30 million plus company, garage door company, and all this other stuff. And we had a great interview on the Contractor Fight podcast last week. And I don't know if it's out yet. I think it's coming out soon. He has a shitload of success on Yelp, has a shitload of success on Home Advisor and Thumbtack and Facebook and all these other things. And you know why? Because he has a dedicated person, whether it's him or his office assistant or whatever, to handle that platform. So it's like, hey, you're the Thumbtack dude in the company. That thing goes ding. You drop the paintbrush, you drop the hammer, you pick the phone up and go, bam, you have that conversation. Okay? So guys, don't be emotional. Here's the other thing. Don't be emotional about your lead sources. A lot of y'all are going, yeah, Home Advisor blows because 90% of the people they don't hire me, they don't respond, they don't whatever. Well, guess what? Every lead source that you're ever going to have has its own game that you got to figure out. And that was the gist of the conversation I had with Tommy. He's like, you got to figure out the game of Thumbtack and Angie's List and all these other things. Hopefully that makes sense. So guys, don't judge your lead sources unless you are tracking your leads and have the data and you've invested the time and effort to learn the platform and learn how people communicate. See, Thumbtack, I use Thumbtack all the time. So listen, I go, boop. I'm very impatient, by the way, okay? Type A personality. I'm like, I need to fix that. I look it up. Whoever responds first, I look how many reviews they got. Okay, cool. Hire them. That's how I make decisions, and that's how many people make decisions because my connection is unstable. What the hell? All right, here we go. Hopefully he does do what your yard guy left you. Johnny on the spot thing is good for me. Yeah. All right, I'm back on. Now, I don't know why I have a crap connection. Probably because I have 3 teenagers in the house. They're all on Wi-Fi right now. Let me shut my phone off. Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. So guys, I'm begging you to be serious about your marketing video when it's June when it's April, October, your phone is ringing off the hook. You have more work than you can handle, and you're tempted to take your foot off the marketing gas pedal. Don't do it. Step on the gas. One of the reasons that the people in our programs are able to sell jobs at ridiculously high profits is because we also coach them to get a shitload of leads. And when you have all the leads in the world coming in, guess what? You're in the driver's seat, baby. All right. Let's see. Eric says, I have Home Advisor. I'm 5 stars. I get the call the moment my phone goes off. People feel that $3 a square foot is too much for flooring. And I've read a lot, stop charging by the square foot. You charge whatever you need to charge based on the costs, Eric. But here's the deal. Learn how to sell, okay? A lot of guys don't know how to sell. Or not. I didn't know how to sell for years. I was selling millions of dollars of paint jobs, and I still didn't know how to sell the proper way. When you learn how to bracket, when you learn how to connect with people in a certain way and mirror them and all these other tactics and stuff that we teach, find the right people for you. Okay. So, I would encourage you to just look into being a better salesperson. Hold on. I gotta take a drink. Jeremy, you're in Cancun. What are you doing out here, man? Jeez. Thanks for being here, man. But you're in Cancun. Why are you watching me? What's the best way to track? Never done it. Find a spreadsheet. Just build a spreadsheet. Put a freaking whiteboard on the wall, or I don't care, anything. Notepad. One of my business partners now, Derek. He was a $350,000-$400,000 a year business. In 2.5-3 years, he grew to 1.2 million. And he used to ride around with a notepad, just a spiral notebook. All right, and he that's how he tracked his leads until he got a CRM like Estimate Rocket or something like that. So it could be I used just a spreadsheet for so many years. Let's see. All right. Antonio Perez. I'm picking you because your name is fun to say. Antonio. What advice do you have for someone in limbo? I've been a union painter for 7 years. The last year and a half, I haven't had much work. I want to open a legitimate non-union painting business, but no, everything changes once it's official. Well, listen, if being in the union ain't meeting your needs, working for somebody's not meeting your needs, whether financially or what you want to do with your life and the goals that you want to have and pursue and things like that, then either find somebody else to work for or start your own business, but be prepared to grind. The minute you put the paintbrush down and print out your business card that says, Antonio's Painting or the Amazing Perez or whatever you're going to call your company, the minute you print that business card, brother, you are not a fucking painter anymore, man. You're a business guy, and you got to market, and you got to sell. All right. That means you are knocking doors. You're in networking groups. You're taking a shit ton of money. Yes, a shit ton of money, and hiring the best person that you can hire to build you a kick-ass website. Okay. You letter up your damn van. You get yard signs on every job. You build your brand. You pull out this thing. Jump on my call Thursday night, learn how to do content marketing, get your phone to ring for not a lot of money. Okay. What I did for years. All right. But you are an animal. Literally, Antonio, literally 8 to 10 hours a day, you are a marketing and sales person. That is it. And if you're not willing to do that, I wouldn't do it. I'd go work for somebody else. So there's a shitload of painting contractors around this country that would love to have a good guy working for them. Where do you live, by the way? Type that in there. Any other questions here? We're coming up on 20 minutes. All right, Jeremy says it's raining. Scrolling back up. Dan and Jeremy and Paint Logic and Chris and Austin and Brooke. Brooke, did he get his head out of his ass yet? All right. Oh, great question, BBRC. Is there such thing as too much marketing? Absolutely not. Is there too much money? No. Okay. No, you can never have enough leads. If I'm going to struggle with anything, I'd rather apologize to people that I'm booked out 3, 6, 8 months. I'd rather have that than be, playing with myself in my bedroom on a Tuesday night at 6:04 Mountain Time, wondering where my next meal is going to come from. Okay. So no, you cannot have enough leads. You cannot do enough marketing. Think of the biggest brands you get. Hold on. My connection's unstable. I don't know what happened there. McDonald's knows that if they're not top of mind, you're going to go somewhere else. So no, you can't do too much marketing. Antonio, you're in Peoria. Damn. I grew up in Wheaton. Built my company in Naperville. I lived in Oswego, a little north of you. Anyway, Monaco Contracting. I'm a remodeling guy. Should I include the word contracting in my business name? Do you just do remodeling? It looks like it's already in your business name, Monaco Contracting. So you call it Monaco Remodeling. I don't think it matters. Honestly, I don't think it matters. I think what matters is you build the brand, you market the shit out of it, connect with people, meet their needs, and all that good stuff. Brooke, what advice would you give to someone struggling with taking the big leap to grow? I need to know more to answer that properly, but I would say if you're not massively profitable right now, don't try to grow. Excuse me. I would refine your processes and your systems so that it can handle the growth, but I would not, if you're not consistent, and I don't know what you do, so I'm going to assume that you're a specialty contractor of some sort here. So if you're not a 50% gross profit on your projects, you're better. I would focus on that before I tried to grow too much. Let's see. General contracting. Okay. So yeah, I know if you're subbing things out, like, listen, I have a general contractor I work for. He does $6-7 million a year. In an industry that everybody says, oh my God, you'll be lucky to get 15-20% gross profit, and he's doing 35, okay, as a general contractor. And so this year we've just been focused on him making the most out of every project he has right now, delivering a great experience. Because my fundamental belief is I don't want to try to scale and grow something that's not as profitable as I can make it. So anyway, what I would encourage you to do is, I'm thinking about this more, don't look to growth to be the source of your profitability, if that makes sense. Okay. So if a lot of people to something. Sorry, I know the connection's going in and out here, guys. Is there a difference between marketing for your employees and using subcontractors? Is there a difference between marketing for your employees and using subcon? What I think you're asking me, Chris, is does the customer give a shit if you use employees or subs? They don't care as long as their needs are being met. And that's things that you can learn in the sales process. If you have a more specific question, if I'm not answering that properly, you can shoot an email to help@thecontractorfight.com. Anyway, Dan, I don't know who you're talking to or what service, how much is your service. Does adding veteran-owned help you at all when marketing the business? Depends on the client, Kevin. I don't know. Some people, I've never used veteran-owned, and I'm a Marine. So yes, Monaco optimized first. Jeremy, general contractor fees. Anyone who tell me what it should be. All right, Chris, I got it. All right, good, buddy. Yeah, I just, Chris, it's funny because way back when I first started my company back in early 2000s, I used to make a big deal out of the fact that I only had employees, and I used to try to, play that card like it was something special. And we had great employees, and I don't regret it. But I've changed my tune now, meaning I don't care if they're a sub or if they're an employee. At the end of the day, I want people that are responsible, that are going to provide a great experience, that are going to be part of our team and things like that. So, and again, as long as the client's needs are getting met, as long as you know what's important to the client, and like back to the sales process, like address the elephant in the room. If you have all subcontractors or something like that, and they ask and they go, oh, do you have your own guys? I would just go, yeah, I have my own guys. They're independent contractors that have worked for me and blah, blah, blah. Just own it. Don't hide it. Be proud of it. All right. Any other questions here before I get ready to, I'm trying to just scroll back through. So guys, market your businesses. Okay. Marketing should be as regular as breathing for you. Like a day without a lead should make you like shoot flare guns up in the sky and go, danger, danger, danger. Okay. Because a day without a lead, today without a lead means not a sale down the road. Okay. What's one of the biggest advantages of having employees versus subs? Control. It could be one of them. Like you can tell them where to go and exactly how to do things. But listen, you have the right subcontractor relationships and you have the regular sub meetings and things like that. Get everybody on the same page. You can still have that control and have a great relationship there. How can I pull myself away from wanting to do the work and stepping back more? Asks BBRC. You ready for this one? Look at your bank account. All right. Listen, I know so many of you love the craft. You love doing the thing. Okay. But you will never make holy shit money until you get the tool belt off. Okay. Listen, I got a guy right now. I'm looking, buddy of mine. I'm looking at his pictures. He's on this massive vacation with his family right now, traveling the world while his company is selling and producing jobs and making him a shitload of money. Okay. He has holy shit money. Okay. So, if you enjoy working in the field, then work in the field, but you have to have enough leads. Okay. Listen, guys, I'm not an absolute guy. I know there are many different situations here. So hopefully you understand that, but no matter what you want, if you want to keep the tool belt on, or you want to scale the business and take it off and grow this big thing, either way, you need a lot of leads. Because if you're a one-man show, right? So, or I'm not saying you are, but like if I'm a one-man show and I like to do carpentry and handyman work, or I like to paint, I like to fart around in the field and shit like that, I want to make sure the jobs I'm on, I'm making a killing, that I don't have ups and downs in the schedule, that I'm in total control of my financial future. And that cannot happen if I don't have a ton of leads coming into the business. All right. How long is the average transition from tradesman to business owner? It's a decision. It is a decision. Doesn't mean that you still listen. We were doing 300-400 projects a year, and on occasion I'd throw the whites on and jump out in the field to help out when we were really busy or whatever it was. Like, very rare because I'm not very good. But the decision is right now that I'm a business owner. My job is to market and sell. And unless I'm doing that, there's no reason for me to be in the field. I shouldn't be in the field. There's plenty of people that you can hire. Everyone's like, oh, there's nobody out there. Bullshit. In fact, Antonio's looking for a job in Peoria, Illinois, man, because he's not sure if he wants to be and you're in Illinois there, Antonio. That's a fucked up union, man. I'm from there. In fact, my grandfather and my uncle were in the painters union in Illinois for many years. Anyway, what else we got? How to market a drywall company and get jobs in New York City. Figure out, Timothy, who your ideal client is. If it's a GC, then every GC in New York City needs to know who you are. And your job, 10 hours a day, becomes connecting with them. Cold emails, phone calls, go to their job sites, give cards to their superintendents, go into the office, okay? Direct mail, optimize your website for that shit, all right? builder associations. Look to things like BOMA and what's the other one, IFMA or something like that. The whole commercial contractor organizations. You guys know those things. You got to be hungry, man. You have to be. Here's what we've always said. Write this down because what I'm about to say is cool. You need to market like your next meal depends on it. But you need to sell like you don't need the money, like you're independently wealthy. So what that means is I'm going to be so aggressive as a marketer, generating leads, building relationships, because I'm terrified that I won't be able to feed my family. But then when I'm standing in front of a client and I'm selling from a position that I don't need the money. I'm independently wealthy, and I'm not going to be a wuss when it comes to my price and all that other stuff. And it's a lot easier to sell like you're independently wealthy when you have a shitload of leads. So hopefully that makes sense, Timothy. Yeah, Chris, you got to trust others to do the work. And here's the thing, guys. We all think that we're the greatest thing in the world and nobody can do it as good as we can, and they're not going to care like we do and all that other shit. You know, that's fine. That's fine. Because what matters is the client getting what they want. And maybe the person is 80% of you right now. Well, cut them loose, because how did you get good? You got good by trial and error and by screwing things up and apologizing and having to go back and all those other things. You've got to let your people have that journey too if they're ever going to get as good as you. All right. I can sell the hell out of the company, but can't seem to stop working next to my guys. It's a choice. It is a choice, my man. All right. Well, you guys rock. Listen, I threw the link in there for Fight Night again at the very end there. Appreciate you taking, holy crap, we went a half an hour. Appreciate you guys being here and for being part of Contractor Fight TV. A lot of you guys have a bunch of questions and issues and things like that. Go to the website, contractorfight.com. If you scroll down a little bit, there's some boxes. And it says, hey, what's your problem? And you click on one of those, and then it'll ask you, hey, where's your company revenue at? And you'll select that box, and then it'll show you what resources we have, free and otherwise, that will help you guys meet the needs that you have in your business. All right. So I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to come home and all that other good stuff. I don't know. All right, but I'm going to go to the gym. So go to the gym. And those of you that are joining me on Fight Night this Thursday, we're talking about this whole marketing thing some more, doing some killer training on content marketing, how to explode your business in 2019 with content marketing. I'll see you on Thursday night. And Randy, you would beat me in arm wrestling. I'm a terrible arm wrestler. Seriously, man, it's funny. It is 8:30 Eastern time. It is recorded, so and only the people who sign up will get the replay link, Brooke. So just hit that link that I posted above. There's a little video there explaining everything. We usually have, I don't know, last month in November, we had 100 and something contractors from all over the world on there, and had a blast. So, all right, guys, have a good night. Appreciate you being here. Keep fighting. Keep your head up. Stay positive, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.